So in today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to achieve this smoky bronzy eye with a berry lip. So right now I am just starting off with a fresh face, and of course I have a little pimple, which is always a bad thing. So we're just going to jump right into some of my Smashbox primer. I am using the green one to kind of counteract with some of the redness I have on my face right now. And now I'm taking my Real Techniques buffing brush with my Revlon Airbrush Effect Foundation, and this is an Ode to Vanilla. I love this foundation because it gives such a kind of like smooth canvas to the skin. Really great coverage, and I loved it paired with this brush. And now I'm taking that same Real Techniques buffing brush with the NYX HD concealer, and I have this one in CW01. This concealer has to be probably in my top 5 drugstore concealers. Absolutely love it for highlighting and coverage. It's not the most coverage foundation for me when it comes to like my dark circles, but it definitely helps. Now I'm just taking some of my Almay Clear Complexion Concealer, and this is in 100 Light, and I'm just covering up that little pimple I have on my forehead. This has salicylic acid in it, so it actually is going to conceal the pimple while helping it go away. Now taking that Real Techniques setting brush with the Maybelline Fit Me powder, which is in 110 Porcelain, I'm going to set all of my under eyes using that powder. Now with my NYX Tame and Frame Brow Pomade, and this is in 02 Chocolate, I will be using that in my Sephora Pro Brow brush, and this brush is named number 20. It has the angle side of it with the product and also another side with the spoolie, so I'm just going to comb through my brows first and then slowly fill in my brows. I have naturally thick brows, so I don't do too much filling in, just the areas that are a little more sparse. Now going in with the NYX Control Freak Clear Brow Gel, I will just be setting my brows. Now taking this Wet n Wild Color Icon little trio, I will be using all 3 of these on my face today. And first I am going in with the bronzer shade, and I'm using my Real Techniques Multitasker brush. Now back in with that same palette for the blush, I'm taking my Real Techniques blush brush and just applying that to the apples of my cheeks and blending back. Now taking the MAC 128 SE brush and the Frosty highlight from the Wet n Wild trio, I'll be applying that to my cheekbones and also the tip of my nose, down the bridge of my nose, and a little bit on my upper lip. This highlight is freaking awesome. It is so frosty and glowy without having chunks of glitter. Now taking my Real Techniques stippling brush, I will just be kind of blending all of the product we've just applied to our face together, making sure there are no harsh lines. Now for the star of the show, we will be taking the L'Oreal La Palette Nude 1 for the eye look, and I will first be starting off with this matte, kind of chocolatey tan brown shade. I'll be taking my Morphe M504 brush and just blending this all in the crease. Now going back into that same palette with a kind of brown tone that is a tad bit deeper, and the same Morphe M504 brush. I will be putting that directly on top of the lighter color we just applied and blending those two colors together. I really want to try to get some depth with those two browns. Now going in with a deeper, darker brown shade, I will be focusing that color on the outer V, and to do that I'll be using my Morphe M433 brush. This is a tapered brush. It's not as fluffy as the last one, so it definitely has a better way to focus color exactly where you want it. So I'll be applying it to the outer V and blending it in with the other two brown shades. Now going back in with that same Morphe M504 brush, I am just blending everything together. That makes sure we have no lines and everything just blends seamlessly. Now I'll be taking the lightest shimmer shade in this palette and applying that with a flat shader brush to my whole lid. And this brush is actually from Target. It is the Up and Up shader brush. I really love this brush. It hasn't fallen apart on me and it was only a couple bucks. Now going back in with the matte white shade in this palette, I'll be taking that on my MAC 234 SE brush, and I will be highlighting my inner quarter and my brow bone with this matte shade. Now taking my Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Eye Pencil, and this is in Soft Nude. I will just be lining my waterline with this. Now taking my Morphe M433 brush, in that same brown matte shade we used in the very beginning, I am just going to blend that all over my lower lash line. Now taking my MAC Zoom Lash mascara, and I'll be applying this to my top and bottom lashes. This mascara is amazing. I've had it almost over a year now and it still is amazing. I mean, it hasn't lost any of its kind of like oomph, so it's still great. And now for lips, I'll be taking my Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in 04 All Natural and lining my lips with this. And once I've lined them, I will be taking my NYC Expert Last Lip Color, and this is in 442 Bury Me. This lipstick is nice. It doesn't last very long, but it kind of leaves a pinky stain to the lips once it does wear off. And that is all for this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye guys.